Hello! My name is Tori, and today we are playing the RPG Maker style indie horror game Skinwalker. I am recording it with a camera because, long story short, my editing software is basically so glitchy it's non-functional. So it's easier to just take it off a camera, fix it up in, say, Movie Maker, and do it that way. So keep that in mind before you complain that the quality is shit. Now, let me just put on some chapstick real quick. This raspberry tastes like Starburst. Okay, and let's get started. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall over. I've had that happen before. Alright, we control with arrow keys and interact with Z. So, let's start. I guess Joe is the main character here. The following story really happened. I saw it with my own eyes. Maybe it didn't happen as I saw it, but more on that later. We were all going out camping, me and 3 friends from university. Oh man. I tried to keep the glare as far down as I could, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot I can do about it. There we go. Let me introduce my friends. This is Darren. I wouldn't say that he is our group of friends' leader. Or actually, I would. He's the one that always gets us all out of the house and into the action. He's the first one to hit on that cute girl by the bar. Excuse me. He's the first one to jump from the roof into the swimming pool. According to himself, he was even more impulsive when he was a kid. I can only imagine his childhood, and how often he must have broken his leg, scraped his knees, and hit his head. He sounds a lot like my husband. Still, if it weren't for Darren, we wouldn't have half the amount of fun we do. Yes, I know I didn't read it exactly. This girl is Celeste. Let me pause for a second and just say, it is not pronounced Celeste. I've played this before, and I tried to find a video on all the different endings, because apparently there's more than one. And this guy kept calling her Celeste. It got to a point where I couldn't even finish the video. Moving on. This girl is Celeste. We have known each other since we were children. We met each other when she moved into the house next door when I was 7. My mom told me to go show her around the neighborhood, and after that we were inseparable for a few years. She's a nice girl, although her health isn't the best. She has some kind of heart problem, which I forget the name of. This forced her to be away from school during extended periods of time during her childhood. Because of this, until we started university, I was her only friend. Still, she never complained, and I've always seen her as a positive, happy girl. Next is me. I'm Joe. As the name implies, I'm pretty normal, so it's generic default, main character guy. I don't have any overwhelmingly bad qualities, but on the other hand, I don't have any overwhelmingly good ones either. I live in this apartment a short walk from my university. This is where us 4 friends usually gather before going out. This guy here, looking all relaxed on my bed, is Michael. He's my neighbor, living in the apartment next door. One day, while I had Celeste over, he just barged in. There's a thing called a lock you could use. Hey man, your place looks pretty nice. Mind if I join you for dinner? He said. As you can imagine, he's pretty pushy, and I don't think he realizes it himself. He came over several times after that day. Lock your doors, dude. After that, we somehow naturally became friends. Yeah, you should definitely be able to hear the sound. Awesome. You know, I never noticed before the trees have faces. It might be difficult to see, but you can kind of tell here there's like eyes and a mouth. Sorry about the cursor. So, one day, Darren came up with the idea that we should go camping. Darren said his family had a cabin a little way into the forest. So camping we went. It could be fun, right? Of course, Michael and Celeste disliked the idea of staying in a cabin. It's a camping trip. We have to sleep in the wilderness. So Darren told us about the woods near the cabin. I don't remember much about the trip to the cabin, we joked around, took a few breaks, normal stuff. Either way, we drove up to the cabin and left the car there. We took a short break in the cabin and set out into the wilderness. Also, the word cabin has no meaning to me anymore. We went pretty far in. I can't say how far in distance exactly, but it took several hours to get to where we set up camp. The first day we just screwed around, nothing abnormal happened. But then... Ah, God, the glare is awful! I'm so sorry, guys. This really is the best I can do, though. Okay, I'm in control. Morning there, or should I say good afternoon. Fix us some wood for a fire, will ya? Yeah, I guess. Hey, he's asleep. Did you sleep well last night? Yeah, I guess so. Would you mind getting some water? I'll cook something up for us if you do. Great, can we have macaroni? I love macaroni. Oh, cutscene. I set out to gather wood for a new fire and water to cook with. And I am not in control anymore. I find it interesting how there are randomly trees that are more green than the others. Oh, now I'm back in control. I need water or we won't be able to eat tonight. Okay. What is that sound? It doesn't sound like something you'd hear in a forest. There we go, a bucket of water. Let's get away from the noise. The sound stopped. Oh, okay. My head hurts. We sure had a blast yesterday, didn't we? I've got water. Do you want it? No? No? Okay. Maybe it goes in here? There you go. Poured the water into the cooking pot. The item interaction sound is very strange. How are you sleeping? There was a noise! Ugh. I should have enough wood to make the fire last a while tonight. There's the sound again. Let's cook. Alright, let's cook something up, shall we? Later that evening. Am I in control again? Oh, I am. Okay. Michael. Hey. It's time to go to sleep soon. We're all out of booze. Guess we have to go back to town tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that 4-hour trek. Maybe we shouldn't have gone so deep in. Haha. The sentence structure, the way that they're worded, is a little awkward. Why can't I? I want to go. I wanted to talk to my friend! Damn it. What the hell is up with this fog? Every time I've been here before, there hadn't ever been any fog. See what I'm saying? Now I can go over. It's really chilly outside for being in the middle of summer. Hey, anyone else hear that sound? Kind of reminds me of like the background noise from the Silent Hill games. Yeah, now that you mention it, what is that? Sounds like something metally. Metally? Is that even a word? Are you stupid? Sorry, just adjusting my chair. Shut up, asshole. It's a word if I say so. It stopped. Maybe it was some kind of machine? Who the hell would go out hours from the nearest civilization in the middle of the night and start revving up some kind of weird machine? Who gives a shit? It's probably someone using a chainsaw or something. Let's go to sleep. I'm tired. Okay. I'm sure that was no chainsaw. I wonder what it was. Sleepiness soon overtook everyone. something woke you up a few hours later, in your half-wake state. I see, that should say us, or me. Just, the language is a little screwy in this, but I do really like the game. I stumbled outside the tent. Darren? Michael? Celeste? Is that you? The mist is even thicker than before. I can't see much. Oh yeah, let's go wander around in the dark, in the fog, while there's a weird noise. If Pyramid Head shows up, I am not responsible. Oh yeah, shift makes me run. This is the way to the lake. The sound is coming from somewhere else. Okay. Not a big fan of arrow key controls. Who are you? Michael? Is that you? Hopefully you can hear my voice. The speaker's kind of loud. Say something, will you? Who are you? Oh, shit. Ooh, it's gibbering. Whoa, stop right there. I have a knife. Shit! Run away, run away. And now I'm gonna just have a nice jaunty walk back to the campsite after seeing a monster. Because that's what smart people do. Get in the tent! The tent! Get in the tent! There we go. Hey, wake up! There's something outside the tent. What? Ugh, I'm sure there is. Lots of squirrels and shit. Go back to sleep. Hey, is Michael here? Yeah, I'm here. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know, the thing outside looked like you. It was probably some animal. I don't think we have to worry about a fox or whatever. Take it easy and go back to sleep. Well, alright then. Maybe it was just some animal. Yeah, it's Bigfoot. But those sounds... A few minutes later. Okay, that is fucking creepy. Okay, drop it. Whoever that is. I want to sleep already. It wasn't me. Me neither. It didn't sound like any of our voices. Oh shit, now I'm never gonna be able to sleep. Should we go outside and look? What if it's some crazy psycho with an axe? Excuse me. All the more reason to check it out. It's not like the tent is some kind of impenetrable fortress. Seriously, if that was one of you guys, tell me right now. This ain't funny anymore. Doubts. Okay, everyone get out together and check it out, because I ain't going alone. What the heck is that? Someone was definitely here. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Calm down, Celeste. We are 4 against 1 here. It'll be fine. What if the dude got some kind of weapon with him? I mean, like, he killed this little critter, didn't he? Michael is right. We gotta get the hell out of here. We can't just up and leave. It's the middle of the night. What about our stuff? Screw our stuff. I'm not staying here another minute. Fine, we'll leave. But at least bring the flashlight and some food and water. I think you're overreacting, though. We haven't seen anyone. Still, something or something left this dead creature here. Someone or something. Jesus. We can't exactly go back to sleep with no worries. I guess you're right. I'll go get the flashlight. Everyone bring some stuff you think we might need. A couple of minutes later. Alright, let's go. I guess I'm in charge. Great. It's not just the glare on the screen, it actually really is that foggy in the game. Like, this is ridiculous. Well, that's where the creature was, and I don't see it, so let's go this way. It's so dark, at least it's still summer, it's not pitch black. This fog is really annoying, though. So are we going back to the cabin, right? I guess that's the plan. That text went by too quickly. Oh my god, something's following them! I don't know if you can see it, I'll put my cursor over it. Look! There's your thing. You can hear it gibbering too. Ooh. A while later, it became obvious Darren had no idea where we were going. He was swearing and looking all around. We have been walking for an awfully long now. Are you sure we are on the right path, Darren? I've walked this path hundreds of times. We are on the right path. I don't recognize anything from when we were walking to the camp, though. I said we are on the right path. But as time went on, it became obvious that Darren had no idea where we were. Darren couldn't find the path. Maybe it was the fog, maybe the darkness, maybe something else. Either way, we were lost. I kept looking behind me. I was having that feeling where you think someone is watching or stalking you. I'm very familiar with that feeling. That noise made me jump. I nearly tripped over Celeste when she fell. That was my cat jumping on the desk. Help her up? Of course. I took Celeste's hand and dragged her to her feet. It was getting even mistier. If not for the flashlight, I wouldn't have any idea who she was. I recognized that tree. We're getting to the cabin. Again, I had the feeling that something was watching me. My gut was screaming at me that something, somewhere, was wrong. I realized the sound from earlier was back, softer but still present. I started looking around, panicking. Did a head count, or more accurately, silhouette count. Me, Celeste still holding my hand, Darren in the lead, Michael to the left. Who the heck was the guy beside Michael? My grip on Celeste's hand tightened and I quickened my pace. I thought about shouting out, but was worried. If I did, maybe the thing would turn around and jump Michael or something. I didn't know what to do. I ran my fingers along a knife I'd brought from camp. Then the cabin appeared, out of nowhere. The mist was starting to disintegrate around us. It was easier to make out who everyone was now. I looked at the thing next to Michael. She looked just like Celeste. I hit Z too early. The thing whose hand I was holding leaned in front of me. It wasn't Celeste. What the fuck? It's a Titan! Screw that! I should have ran or screamed, but my body was clenching up for no reason. The thing turned and walked into the mist. I think my speaker just died. Yes, it did. Okay. That works too. I caught up with the others as they entered the cabin. God, practically in tears. They couldn't find the car and were arguing about where we put it. I told them what I saw. Obviously, they didn't believe me. Still, everyone hurried inside and locked the door. He followed us here. He really wants something from us. He doesn't seem to have anything to break down the door with, though. What the hell does he want with us? Hell if I know. Ask him. Okay. Hey, don't touch the door! I wasn't gonna. Okay. We're safe here. It's cool, man. Yeah, sure. Dots. She's breathing quite heavily. It's a sturdy door. It'll be alright, won't it? You know what? I am going to go and check the windows. Did he go away? Yeah, checking the windows. Like, right now. What?! Shit! The bastard got the breaker. But he can't get in, right? Ah! Celeste! He's just trying to scare us. Take it easy. Yeah. Oh, it's gibbering. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's trees. Nothing too terrible there. Celeste, honey, I will check on you in a second. I have to make sure the doors and windows are locked. More trees. Fuck, what's that? Who is that? Shit. Nothing useful. Celeste seems to have calmed down a bit. Okay. Make sure the other dudes haven't shit themselves yet. Check this window again, see if he's getting closer. No. Okay. You saw something looking like me? Where's... Yes, I did. Where's the other guy? Where's blonde guy? Suddenly, a strong sense of nausea hit me. There was something in the air. I could feel the horror overtaking me again. Oh, goodness. I remember this part. I got stuck. Okay, now, move! Why can't you move? Why are you moving slowly? Michael just passed out. Check on him. I don't feel so good. Oh, yeah, step on him. Yeah, that's right. No. Okay. Heads up, this is going to be a longer video. Probably closer to half an hour, 45 minutes. Celeste? Celeste. Hey. No, don't do that. What the fuck? Sorry. Where's dude? There's dude. Are you shitting yourself? Can't get up. Yeah, he's shitting himself. Okay. Now, this bit took me forever to figure out, but you're supposed to go and take a nap. Because that makes sense. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to lie down. I couldn't sleep, and I wouldn't have even if I could. I just wanted to rest. I waited for the world to stop spinning. I looked out the window. There's the thing in a tree. There was someone in the tree. I stared back, not able to register what was going on. I quickly pulled the blinds down. Celeste came through the door. She looked pale and disheveled. I dragged her to the bed and laid her down. She was gasping for air as if something was suffocating her. That's a panic attack. Yeah. Eventually, her breathing became more regular. I asked where the others were. She shrugged. The room had stopped spinning a bit, but I felt far from good. Okay. I'll go look around. Wait here. Suddenly, a voice could be heard from the locked door. What was worse, though, was that it was Celeste's voice. Let me in! God, let me in there! I immediately pulled my knife and placed it at the Celeste lying in the bed. Her eyes grew wide with shock and alarm, but they could have been faked. What are you doing? No, I'm the real one. The one out there, that's the imposter. I was kind of in a trance, unsure of what to do, and staring down at her. Maybe I would have stabbed her if the voice at the door hadn't changed to some low, deep, guttural voice. Then it became high-pitched, like a little girl's. I pulled my knife away. I snapped out of the trance. Now the nausea was returning. I got to the door and opened it. There was nothing there but a trail of black liquid. Suddenly I got this feeling that it might not be the best idea to go outside. You know what? It's a horror game. Fucking do it. The thing was nowhere to be seen. Just as I was turning around, I took a look at the roof. There it was. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a face popping up in the static. It was close to a corner, about to turn. It looked like an albino male with really long limbs. He had fingers instead of toes, and all 20 of them were elongated. He was facing away from me. Suddenly, the head swiveled 180 degrees and stared at me. I started choking up, as if suffocated. It was hard to breath. Actually, that doesn't even say breath, it's breathe. Yeah, spelling. The thing opened its mouth, slowly and deliberately. I thought it was going to devour me when its tongue snaked out. On the tip of the tongue was my face, like a tumor. Eyes closed, lips upturned into some psycho smile. There's a legend somewhere that when you see a doppelganger, you die. I thought of that legend, but then the creature rounded the corner and it was gone. I lost it and followed, vision hazy. My heartbeat suddenly seemed ear-splitting to me. I was stumbling because my legs seemed unable to coordinate. Suddenly, I stumbled forward and toppled down. Once I lay there, face down in the grass, my body just seemed to shut down. I couldn't move. I couldn't even turn my head. There was something dripping on my back. My eyelids seemed heavy and started closing of their own accords. I saw white feet with long fingers for toes step into view. Okay, sorry about that. I realized that my fucking camera shut down on me. It does that. This thing's a piece of crap. Of course, I realized by the time I was almost at the end, so I had to reload it. This thing doesn't have save points, which is kind of annoying, just in case this kind of thing happens. And so I got back to right about where we were. Basically, Joe saw the thing with his face on its tongue and then lost track of it and passed out on the ground. Right now, we are rejoining right around when he woke up. He woke up, he was being shaken by Celeste, who is speaking. Let me turn the sound back on and continue. Get up. Get up. That bastard was in your skin. My head hurt. I was about to ask her what happened when she started pulling me backwards toward the door. Hopefully you guys can hear the sound. We toppled out and stumbled towards Darren's car, which was parked in a different location from what I remembered. I was glad to be alive. The mist had stopped completely. Celeste was downright crying now. She pushed me, I cannot speak, she pushed me into the back seat. That's when I noticed. She was wearing different clothes. I was wearing different clothes. Jesus. From when I lost consciousness. Michael was there, huddled up and face buried in his knees. Some clothes, stained with blood, were beside him. They were mine. Darren immediately stepped on the pedal, but nothing happened. He swore and did it again. I noticed that Celeste was armed with a shotgun from the cabin. I asked them what was going on. The thing joined us. He looked like you. We got out of the house and found the car. We were halfway down the road. Then Michael started screaming. I looked at Michael. He had a glazed-over look in his eyes. The thing burst out of your clothes and jumped out of the car. Michael had the shotgun. He was firing out the window. We saw the thing run all the way back to the house, at the friggin' speed of light. It was in my skin? Yeah. I looked down at myself. I wondered if I had been possessed, or, if worse, the thing had cut off my skin and worn it as a coat. I shuddered at the thought of something crawling around in my skin. I asked Michael if he was alright. The thing talked to me. I asked about what, but he didn't respond. I realized he was sobbing. The car jolted into motion. Darren fist-pumped as the car started accelerating. I turned back towards the cabin and saw the albino thing standing on the roof of the house watching us. I shuddered and turned back. Celeste screamed. The thing was in front of the car, on the windshield. That thing's fucking ugly. It opened its mouth and my tongue face slithered out. Celeste fired the shotgun. Damn. The glass shattered and it was thrown backwards. Darren shrieked and I saw blood coming from his face. Something pierced my face and I realized that it was glass. The car skid to a stop. The car doors opened without any discernible reason, and I fell out. The thing lay directly across from me, eyes closed as if it was sleeping. I wished I could close my eyes. Its mouth hung open, and I saw myself again emerging. I didn't move or say anything, because I couldn't. My face looked at me and started to talk. I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to be you. It repeated over and over again. It was coming close to me. I wondered if it was going to bite me to death. The thing's eyes shot open, and I realized it was going to kiss me. The neighbors upstairs were being loud. I managed to regain some control and instinctively twisted back from it. Cat, get off the desk! Sorry. I guess that was what saved me. Kablooey. There was a sound like an explosion, and blood spouted from the thing. Celeste was standing over it. Her face and body were bleeding, and she had the spaced-out, psychopathic look in her eyes. She had just fired the shotgun. Excuse me. My face looked directly at me. I am you, it whispered. She fired again, and I saw my own face begin rotting to nothing more than a skeleton in front of me. The thing's head flowered open. That's the best word I can find to describe it. Its head kind of split, and split again, peeling away. I saw faces, lots of them, all on the inside of its head. I think I saw Celeste and Michael's faces. They were whispering something unintelligible. Oh, fuck. In the center, where the brain should be, there was a single red, cat-like eye that was rotating in its socket. It was producing the mechanical droning sound. It was at this point I realized my camera had stopped recording. Celeste fired one last time. The thing sort of withered away, becoming wrinkled and smaller and rotten, until it just disappeared. Celeste dropped the shotgun. I started twitching and spasming as control of my body returned to me. Eventually I stood up. We got into the car silently. Darren was bleeding too, but no one said anything. We drove back to the city in silence. We explained away the damaged car as being attacked by some crazy thieves. We had ourselves patched up. Michael was still in a shock-like state. I hear he was like that for a while. When I asked him what he thought of the incident later, he denied it ever happened, with compelling conviction. His eyes looked dead, and he had lost weight. I don't know if he forced himself not to remember, or if he genuinely knows nothing of it. I know what I saw, but I can't remember the exact place. It has been 2 months now. We still refrain from talking about it. If you're expecting some huge twist or something, you'd be disappointed. I still don't know what we met out there. I don't want to know, actually. I still have nightmares about my own face, shouting, I am you! One thing I do know, though, I am never going camping, ever again. Alright, and that was Skinwalker. Thought time. I thought it was pretty good. The first time I played through it by myself, which unfortunately is the recording that got completely fucked beyond repair, first time I played it scared the crap out of me. It was really good. And the window closed on its own. You can look at my icons while I'm talking. There are a couple of things that I would have changed. I would have made the map a bit easier to navigate through, because sometimes it looks like you're going to walk into a wall, but then you can walk there. Other times it looks like there's no wall at all, but you can't walk there. It's just strange. The wording of certain sentences should have been, I guess, proofread or edited, because a lot of the wording, the dialogue, was very awkward to read. And the part where he's coming back into the tent after seeing the thing. Or no. Yeah, the part where you go into the tent, you fall asleep, and then you wake up. It's supposed to, you know, you're telling, blah. The game is being told from this guy's perspective, and then for it to suddenly switch from, I did this and that, to you did this and that was very jarring and distracting for me. But then again, I'm a writer, so I'm very picky about these kind of things. All in all, it was really good. Apparently this same developer, game maker, guy, whoever, has done another game. And if I find it, I will definitely try to put it up on the channel. So, there, you can see my reflection in the screen. Hello. Probably the only time I'll show my face on this channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!